All right, we're still in conversation with Professor Chia Shu Tong. Ever since we've seen this sort of deterioration of ties between Tokyo and Beijing, and it started primarily with the then DPJ government's decision to buy out the Diaoyu Islands, the one thing that we have seen is politically and even militarily the relationship has deteriorated. We haven't had a summit-level meeting between the heads of state of China and Japan. But economically, it seems like trade is happening. It has fallen. I'm not saying it hasn't fallen, but not as drastically as people would have thought it should fall. Help us understand what's going on here. Why is it that we're not seeing a sort of similar relationship when it comes to the economic sphere as compared to the deterioration in ties politically?
But actually, the tensions in the political sphere has spilled over into the economic field. The trade between the two countries is dropping, and actually so far we haven't seen any signs of improving the relations between Japan and its neighbors, including China. And actually, the problem now is twofold. One is because of Abe's visit to the Yasukuni Shrine. It's a treatment of Japan's history of aggression. And the second is the territorial dispute between China and Japan, between South Korea and Japan. We know that actually the ruling party of Japan is now in control of the two chambers of the Japan's parliament. And Abe actually has the power and in a position to take an initiative to improve relations with its neighbors, both on the question of history and on the question of territorial dispute, because actually Abe doesn't have to do much. He has only to do what is already done, what has been done in the past. That is, for example, on the question of history, just recognize Japan's responsibility for the atrocities committed by Japan during the Second World War, and also on the territorial dispute. You just recognize there is disputes, a difference, and come back to the table of negotiations or dialogue with China. But he actually is refusing to do the two things, and he's doing the contrary. Why is that? Because his ultimate goal, is to revise the pacifist constitution. So he has to find excuses to justify his goals. So the tensions between Japan and China, and his continuing playing with the China threat theory, actually will help him to try to reach his goal. That is dangerous. That's detrimental, actually, to cooperation in the region, and also that's detrimental to the interests of the United States and other countries. That's why we see many countries, including the United States, calling for Abe to improve relations, and they expressed their disappointment at what Abe has been doing recently. Okay,
we'll wait and see how it plays out. I guess politically there is no incentive for him to try and improve relations with China. We'll see if the situation changes. A lot can change in politics, and very fast. Thanks for joining us, Chia Shu Tong, our expert from the China Institute of International Studies, with his thoughts and perspective into the evolving security as well as military and diplomatic architecture here in this part of the world.